Tough loss, huh?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
I mean, you know, it's hard to digest it all right now that quick. You know, it's a tough loss. Our kids played really hard. I told the kids in the locker room that I'm not a guy that likes to look for silver linings, but I'm proud of the way they battled. We took on that flurry in the beginning. When you get on the road in a big game like this, I thought we handled it. We came back. You know, I thought Chris Square came in and did just a remarkable job. I thought our team just kept fighting and clawing. And there was, you know, never any sign of anything other than going to win that football game. I thought it was a hard-fought game. And, you know, you knew that someone at the end of that was going, you know, it was going to be heartbreaking. And that's what it was for us. You know, we had about 440 yards of offense. You know, they were loading the box on us, so we threw the ball down the field like I said we would. We went to some spread options to try to accommodate, which we did, and we were pretty effective with that. You know, obviously they made a couple of plays at the end. We were hoping we could stop them. They got us matched up at the end in man. It's just a disappointing loss. You know, we're just hoping that we got to come back strong next week and grow. We just got to grow. You know, I like the way our team competed. I'll say that, but we've got to find a way to win these games. But it was different. That's all I can tell you. It was different out there, and I mean that in a positive way, coming off of a devastating loss. But now you got to be able to package that and come back next week, right? You know, that's the tricky part. So
your quarterback, I mean, he just was pretty good.
He played pretty good. Now I give that kid a lot of. God, was he?
Got like maybe a preview of what we can maybe see a little bit.
That's where I told you when I got here, you know, kind of where I wanted to head, and you finally saw where I kind of like to be. You know, I wanted to be a spread option team with a power run game, and I wanted to be able to have the opportunity to spread the field. We got some empty sets in third down, and I thought that kid did a marvelous job for really the first time in his career ever really starting playing significantly.
Bernard, you gutted it again? He wasn't 100% right. There's no way.
He's you know,
he gave you what he had.
Yeah, he came to play. Matt Brown competed so hard. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of guys that had some great efforts out here that, you know, you're trying to, you know, it's just so hard when you, that's such a hard loss right now to you know, would have been a, you know, so we just got to keep battling. You know, we got to go back and see, you know, we let up a lot of yards in the game after, you know, they had 500-something yards.